Hiya guys, Spectre here. Welcome back to some more Total War Warhammer 3. Continuing my Durthu 100 turn head start campaign. Hope you guys are having a great day. If you're new around here, please subscribe to the channel. Help me grow. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. I've already got over 5,000 watch time hours. I needed to get over 4,000 to get on the partner program. I just need to get to 1,000 subs. If you guys can help me get there, I would really appreciate it. With that said, let's see what Mr. Ickitclaw is going to do. Oh, his army's shit anyway. I'm not worried about that. He's got, what, probably these 3 units here that are a cause for concern. That's it. And the only thing they'll really bother is my Dryads, which no one cares about. I did lose a unit of Dryads in the last part because they got nuked and they took half damage. Yes. But the Skaven nuke is now gone. He won't have another one for a while. At least I should hope not. Okay. Oh shit. There's no way they can reach. Finally, he's gone to war with the Skaven. I mean, I said these two decided to not opt into the war with the Skaven, which I think is complete crap. Because if ever you play an Ickitclaw campaign, the first one to declare war on you is always Orion. Orion's faction always declares war on you. I'm not talking like the first of out of all the factions, but the first of the Wood Elves to declare war upon you. He hops over the mountain, he usually attacks me within the first 10 or 15 turns. With like 1 or 2 20 stacks. But he's opted to not join the war, these two, for some reason. They had Skaven walking through the territory. It's like, what self-respecting Wood Elf is going to allow that? And here he is. We lose a Dryad unit. It's already injured. Yeah, fuck it. Did I just trespass on somebody as well? I can't remember. I may have? Yes, I did. Fuck. That's why you should have given me fucking military access, dickheads. But no. Oh, you can't pick one of those 3, can't you? See, I think these are new. I don't recall having these last time I did them. So that one gives you 8 melee attack to all allies within 35 meters. Also, that would include himself. Missile damage we don't care about. We're not going to have any missile units in the army. And this one gives you 10 more melee defense to all allies in range. Melee defense and melee attack are both good. But I'd probably go with more melee attack since the bulk of my army is going to be treaking. And their melee attack is lacking. But at the moment, I'm probably going to go with that. It's 9 grand. Fucking hell. It's expensive. And what else? Have we got anything to build on here yet? No, that's still building something anyway. And that's 10,000 for that. In fact, I think we can wait for that. Because that's minus 20%. Sorry, minus 5% for construction costs for all buildings. And then it's minus 20% for recruiting more treeking. So I can wait to recruit as well. So yeah, we'll just wait. We'll wait, gather up the money, we'll wait. It'll save us money in the long run. We've got no reason to rush. Like old Durthu says, it takes a long time to say anything authentic. Oh, not Durthu. What's his name? Treebeard. Basically Durthu of Lord of the Rings. But now they're at war with the Skaven. Good. And I've saved them from being destroyed. But now I've got to try and somehow... I've got an aggression with these, but it won't give me military access. I don't understand that as well. I really don't. It's like they'll give you non-aggression, but won't give you military access. So it's like, we're not going to attack you, but you can't walk through our territory. What? You've agreed not to attack each other, but you can't walk through our shit. It's like, okay. Okay. Fair enough. Fair bleeding enough. The Skaven beat the Wood Elves? I will be honest, I'm quite shocked by it because Skaven are dog shit in auto-resolve. And Wood Elves are like the elf equivalent of dwarves. They auto-resolve extremely well. Probably not as good in the early game, I suppose, as they do in the later game, but then again, neither do the Skaven. How many miners are blasting charges? What the fuck? It's got an army of fucking grenadiers.
A quest has been issued, mighty lord. A great adventure beckons. Be wary, though, for while the potential rewards are great, so too are the perils.
Income plus part loot, recruitment cost minus 10, melee attack plus 10. Damage per second, armor minus 30. Direct damage spell. Alright, okay. Fucking Christ. Mortis engines. Could be those two. We don't need these ones as much because they're more for elves. I don't plan on having any elves in my armies. I will eventually get rid of her. I will want another one for Shadow for my second army, but I don't need her yet. Give me 2 more Dryads. That's built in 2 turns, then we can start constructing our buildings and shit. Oh, Ikitclaw came in here with 3 armies. Fucking hell, how many armies can you have? Because if that army, that means you've still got another army or 2 running around somewhere. Because that's only a half stack. And that wouldn't be enough for that level of power bar. Fucking hell. Spammed those armies out. This is the thing though as well with very hard difficulty. Even though you've now got the sliders in, where you can make things a little bit more realistic for combat based. One thing you still can't control, which I don't think you should be able to control personally, is in the high difficulties. As the difficulties go up, the AI gets greater and greater upkeep reduction for their armies. That's why you can see dwarves spamming armies in very hard legendary, because they get like 75-80% upkeep reduction. So their units cost a fraction of what they'd cost for the player. With a player, you'd probably, with a big empire of dwarves, you might have 2 armies, probably 3, 4 at a push. Where they come around with like 10 plus armies. You're never going to get that many armies as a player. Okay. Weird. That doesn't have control, which is fine, that's good. So I'm going to worry about that rebellion or anything. It's just this one then. We've got some growth on there, I know, but I'm waiting for that to get built ideally. Then again, what's this one cost? Right, we'll build that one because that one don't cost too much and we need it for the growth anyway. Yeah, anyone that's playing Wood Elves, this basic actual growth building does give you a shitload of money and furs as well as some casualty replen. But you need to build this one first because your growth is that ridiculously slow and you don't need it for your main building like other factions, but you need it for these. So you're going to need all 3 of these basically in every Wood Elf type tree that you get. But yeah, you're going to be needing that. What I am interested to test out is whether Massive Oracle is still a tree for the Wood Elves or not. Because when the Wood Elves took it off me at one point, when I was playing Grom and I'd gone over to Orthwan, I was conquering Orthwan, the Wood Elves came and took this for like 2 or 3 armies. And then the garrison that it had on the tree was ridiculous. It's probably the strongest garrison I've ever seen for like any faction. Had like 3 forest dragons, 3 tree men, 3 way watchers, 3 tree kin. It had 3 of like all the best units. And it had way over 20 units. So some might have gotten cut off, but it had like all elite units. There were no bad units. They were all like tier 3 and above. And then I want to get a Lord who's going to sit here. He's going to defend Waterfall Palace and the Oak of Ages. And Durthu can start attacking people. Ooh. In fact, no, we can't move. We can't raid. Oh no, the 100-turn head start rolls bite me in the ass. Fuck. Because I can't raid anyone for any supplies until turn 100. So I can't actually do that one present. Because I was going to go for the 40 relations. Oh. The 100-turn head start roll strike again. When does she get that? Level 16. Okay. So what does she get initially on this one? Also, Call of the Woods is +5 melee attack, which I think is like the same as a River Hag Troll. Or, sorry, -5 into if the River Hag Troll, they have a debuff, not a buff. And they get +8 on the better one, so you get 3 more. Which I think is what the Ancients have, isn't it? That's what he has. Yeah, he has that one, which is what I'm probably going to end up taking. Because, like, you look at these two here, your Treekin have got really high melee defense already. And bear in mind, they're only rank 2, but they've got quite a low melee attack. The melee attack is what needs bumping up. If they can hit things more, they'll kill things more. And they get more armor and physical resistance there. And then there, they do get some melee attack. They get melee defense as well, and they get missile resistance. Which is all good stuff. And then we need that one for the Dryads. Make the Dryads a bit more tanky. Because they get armor, melee defense, and physical resistance. And see, their melee defense is quite poor, but they've got higher melee attack than the Treekin. But because they're weak against armor, anything that has the armored trait, I'm not sure on the exact, but I think it's something like if they have the armored trait, actually have the trait on there, they do something like, I think it's like 70% less damage. I know I've read or heard it somewhere before. I'm not sure on the exact numbers though. And I'm not sure how that person found out that it was that number. Unless a dev had told them, because I assume they'd be the only people that would actually know. I'm not going to upgrade this one yet. Because I'm not as bothered by upgrading that as of yet. I want to upgrade these ones for the money. Get the money rolling. Also, let's take a look, see if there's a Lord worth getting. No. I mean, the ward save's not bad. I guess a 10% ward save, but the Lamentation of Despair is crap. And when it says strong versus single unit, it really is not. I don't want any Glade Lords, and I certainly don't want a Spellweaver. I'm just looking for Ancient Treemen. Ideally what I want on there is I want one of these ones. I want Murderous Spites. I'm not sure if they get poison attacks and weapon strength. I mean, they might. But then they become a Mortis Engine. A Mortis Engine on a big bad melee unit that's hard to kill. That's terrifying. Because see, the actual Mortis Engines, whichever one refers to, I think it's because it was the first unit that actually had the effect. The Mortis Engines for the vampire counts actually aren't that strong a unit. They're actually really easy to kill. Because they don't have any physical resistance. I think they can get a ward save above rank 7 for the red tree, I think. But it's only like 8%, I think, or something like that. But they haven't got good melee attack and defense stats. What makes Mortis Engines useful is their Mortis Engine effect. But they've got to be a little bit in combat. But you've got to be careful what you match them against. So, like, you don't want Mortis Engines in combat with something that's going to hit really hard, like Dwarven Hammerers, Grail Knights, or not against, like, a single entity that can, like, you know, delete them in quite a few hits. You don't want that. So if I win these battles, I can confederate this person. Alright, okay. So if I can confederate them, then I ain't going to go to war with them. Because I might think about confederating this one. But I'll do that after I've sorted out... Well, obviously I've got to get to 100 turns first. But once I've got a second army here. Because then I can go up there and stabilise that one and build a third army up there.
As Azray, what could you possibly want?
They're not at war with anybody.
You called? You have been granted access to the halls of Athel Lauren.
Okay. Neither are they for some reason. It's kind of weird.
Shield of Athel Lauren.
It's -2 on that, but that's dropping.
A traitor stands before me.
I'm
Speak,
not a
traitor.
bloody traitor. Shut up.
Very well.
I'm a traitor, but we've got non-aggression and trade agreement, dude. Apparently. Fuck my traitor.
Azray.
I'm not being funny. In a one-on-one fight, Durthu would absolutely slap Orion. It would even be close. Even though he's considered like the king of the woods or whatever. The only way Orion would beat Durthu is if he had the help of Ariel. Yeah, it's going down 1 per turn. So eventually it'll be gone. But I need to try and get military access with them. There's nothing I can trade them because I can't get anything else yet. Ugh. Annoying.
Dark are these times, and dark my mood.
They don't like that I'm at war with Karak Norn.
Greetings from Sigma. Yes. Yes. Greetings on behalf of...
Because fecundities aren't really near me at present. And I will obviously need to go to war with Kemler, but Kemler's not doing so well at the moment. He's only got the 3 territories and he's quite weak. But Kemler's going to get his ass up in due time. But at the moment I'm locked. He's got a 75 turn grace period where I can't stamp on him like a bug. So I have those dwarves up there. Those dwarves have basically got 2 options. They can either piece me out and then offer me non-aggression within the next 75 turns, or come turn 100, they're going to be my first target for annihilation. I've already done that. Are you kidding me? We'll be doing exactly that, don't worry. I'm pretty sure this Confederation thing they've been given is new. Because I don't recall that being there when I played Durthu in Warhammer 2. That one we want on. That one we want on. I'll take these off because we're just getting too many. I'll keep these 2 on because these 2 are ones I'm going to accomplish anyway, which is 3 provinces and then research 8 technologies, which I've already done 4. So we're going to get that one. And then sort of him, Daith, whatever he's called, I will do that once I've got a full army. We don't get commandments on this, do we? No, we don't. No, we don't. Right. we need to leave that many spaces. So I want 4 treemen, and then Durthu will make 5. So I'll have 5 big monsters in the army. I don't want more than... At most you'd take 5 treemen and then have your lord as number 6. I won't take any more than that, because then you start getting a bit doomstacky. You do want some treemen in there because they are good units, but just you don't want to kill any sense of challenge by having too many of them. Right, 2 turns we get a surplus population point there. We've got that one and that one. Easily affordable. Growth plus 80 all provinces. Damn! Growth 160, good God. So we do that one takes 16 turns. We can't upgrade it to tier 5, which is the top one. Until we've done the Ritual of Rebirth. But to do that we've got to get it fully healed, which is at 500. So probably not going to see that, I imagine. That's a lot. The weird thing is though, if I'm not mistaken, I'll be afraid that's kind of shit. I know this used to get at least 1 tree man. So because they've nerfed some garrisons, this now doesn't get a single tree man on the Oak of Ages. That's been defended by the tree kin and tree men long before the wood elves even enter the woods. There's now not a single tree man unit in there. And you've only got 1 dryads and 1 tree kin. I don't think so. I'd probably say they need probably about 2 of each would be good. Because if the full garrison is going to be 20, you want over a quarter of it being forest spirits. So you should have 2 dryads, 2 tree kin, probably 1 tree man and 1 forest dragon. In that as a garrison for the Oak of Ages. The Oak of Ages is one of the few natural things in the world that can actually combat the spread of chaos, where the vortex hold it back from pushing over the world. Obviously the Oak of Ages functions like a tree, but it is a magical forest. But when this is flourishing, when it's in like its bloom stage and it's at its max peak, it can actually push back the boundaries of chaos, because it will remove taint from the land. And not just chaos taint as well, it can do it to vampires. This can make it very hard for anything that lives by a taint to survive, just by existing. So this basically becomes like a world wonder, essentially, in the Warhammer universe, because it's flourishing. All the chaos tainted forces and, well, any taint force would want this destroyed. But that essentially can save the world, if they can keep that tree alive. While you have got other trees around, other big trees, they're more like Durthu's tree or Orion's tree. It's a big tree, a big magical tree that wood elves and things like that built the home round, but it's not like the Oak of Ages. The Oak of Ages kind of like, think of them as like satellite dishes. It kind of binds them all together with the Oak of Ages at its centre. The Oak of Ages can't be replaced. Right, we just got apparently a Waywalker. There. Right. You come out here. We don't need you anymore, my darling. So I can disband you because you've got the wrong law for what I want. And this guy is the better scout because he's got assassinate. He's already got his specialist. I'm not sure what these do. That's missile damage shit. Yeah, it is. Don't think he's got anything else that's of worth, in all honesty. No. But he's got spread control, assault garrison, assault units. But that's the guy that I want. Purely because he can take out enemy annoying fucking heroes. And some might wonder why I'm going for these ones, not for the big money one in the middle. Purely because more growth. That gives more growth to all provinces, which is insanely good. Because that's like a faction-wide benefit. That one just gives growth to the main province, but it gives a lot more of it, which is why you do this one first. But it is important to do that one second, because these you can do last. But you need the growth. Get the growth up. If the growth is low, it takes ages. If you get the growth up, then you can be upgrading a lot of these buildings. And although you normally growth just for your main sort of building, like most other factions, in this actually growth's even more important, because you need it for more buildings. The only ones that are exempt are your military buildings and like landmarks. So once that's built, we can upgrade that and we can get tree men. Yeah, if I step outside it, it goes down. We need to keep it going.
At your service.
It's -4, it's dropping. Now, see, the weird thing is with these, is the trespassers against them wood elves is dropping, but the treaties with Carcassonne is going up. And it will do, because the longer that I've got treaties with them, the more they'll not like it. But I did save their fucking life. Luckily, he's not bothered about the thing with Carcassonne. And the trespassers dissipates next turn.
Lord of the traitor stands before me.
Oh, but he took a beating.
Speak just.
I'll take military access. Thank you. So I just need to work on getting it with them, really.
You need me?
Yeah, these are all miles
the
away.
Deepwood protects its sons and daughters. Tread carefully.
Remember when I saw those push into Norscrib one campaign, I think it was my Frog campaign. So weird. It's like, what the hell's going on? They went on a rampage. Normally they just sit in the tree the entire game and do fuck all. But this game they were like, nah, fuck this. We're gonna war. Ooh. Give me that growth.
Guarding. Going forth.
What I could possibly do is go and check out the Beastmen and the Skaven.
I go.
Yeah, that could not be a bad idea as well. Just go and see what the fuck they're up to. Because since Skaven lost 3 armies, they haven't come back. At least not yet. So he's rebuilding somewhere. Speak of the devil. And there he is. Mr. Ickitclaw. I wonder if he's got his nuke back. See, I'm not as bothered by the nuke in this army. The nuke doesn't scare me as much in this army because the bulk of it's monstrous infantry. They won't be as hurt as badly by it. Same as that monstrous cavalry.
Defender of Athelon.
Doesn't show that he's got one as of yet, no. It's in range. What's this? What is this? See, it's the only problem is that every time... Fucking hell, faction wide. They both give the forest health. You get relations with the dwarves if you do that one. But for 5 turns, so basically you're going to lose 25 control. You're going to lose 50 growth, which is a lot. And then you could have 10 less leadership. The leadership's not necessarily a problem if you don't get attacked. So that's one that can be mitigated. The control you can kind of also mitigate because you can stick your army inside your province. Problem solved. But the growth hits you hard. And it's at this point in the campaign early on when you need the growth. Later on, you can take that. But early on, you can't. Yeah. Count yourself lucky, dwarf, that I've not got my full army. Pit of Shades, nice. Yeah, these are good and cheap, these. 86, they're only 233 and they're 140. I'm going to get them right cheap. It's going to be insanely good. That is not something you need. Why can't I take this off my guy? What the fuck? There we go. Yeah, Lord's Army, 3 more leadership, we'll take that. Damn. What we can do is, this is where I meant about earlier on, the other day I was talking about, like, you don't need any equipment on characters that aren't going to be in your army. Things that you can take, like this one's got campaign movement range, so you can benefit from that, but you won't benefit from the character's aura leadership effect. You won't benefit from that at all. Reinforcement range won't, it's nothing for you. See, enemy leadership -5 local region, that you could use on the campaign map. The spell resistance you won't, but the other one that you can. This one is purely for a campaign map hero. Enemy hero action success chance -10%. That is something you want on your campaign map, guys, not the ones in the army. Because that gives him more chance of surviving an attack by an enemy agent. Oh. Does she actually have a thing at all? No, she doesn't. Neither one of them do. But, see, I can't benefit from the 8% range increase because I ain't got any ranged heroes. But the reinforcement range plus 20% for Lord's Army, that I can benefit from. Think about. Does that need to be on a Lord? It might need to be on a Lord, that one. Same with those. Yeah. Otherwise it'd say Hero's Army. We won't benefit from that, I don't think. No, we don't. The leadership hasn't changed. Right, so actually them ones are useless. So if it says Lord's Army, it actually has to be on a Lord, not on a hero. Otherwise it would say Hero's Army. Yeah, so don't put those on heroes, it doesn't work. And to price equipable to a hero, it's kind of weird. Right, I'm going to end this part here for today. I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have, leave a like. If you're new around here, please drop a sub, help grow the channel. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subs. If you can help me get there, I would really appreciate it. And I'll catch you on the next video. Take care everyone, and have a great day.